Jay, welcome back to the channel. Guys, may the 4th be with you. Yes guys, it is the traditional Star Wars Celebration Day, and Hasbro Pulse did not miss a beat, everybody. They pronounced that this was going to be their fan first Wednesday for Star Wars, and they hit us with a ton of new reveals for their upcoming Star Wars Vintage, Retro, and of course, the Black Series lines. Today, guys, we're going to be covering the Black Series reveals, and we're going to have a second video later on today for the Vintage and Retro reveals. This is going to be great, guys. Hang on to your hats. But, guys, just before we get started, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys will enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Alright guys, without further ado, let's dive right into these amazing new Black Series reveals. As always guys, the Fan First Wednesday was brought to us by the Star Wars crew, including Eric from Design, Jing from Marketing, Emily from Design, and Chris from Design. These guys did a bang-up job. We really do have to thank them for all their efforts. Thanks so much to Roger and Cohen PMK again for these wonderful, great high-resolution photos. Really appreciate it. So we can see here, it is the 187th Battalion Clone Trooper. This is crazy. Now, I honestly don't remember seeing this figure in the Clone Wars specifically, but there were a lot of Clone Troopers in the series. So, honestly, I really do like the way he looks. He's got this wonderful paint deco. If we zoom in here a little bit, yeah, he's got that I think it's a Phase 2 helmet, or is it possibly could be a Phase 1 helmet. I do like the way it's got that crest at the top, you know, those little highlights on the side of the communication array. Yeah, he's got all this wonderful war paint on the side, obviously to signify the 187th Battalion. He looks great. Comes with a standard blaster. I don't know if they said it was on the new buck or the old buck. I'm pretty sure Robo is going to dive right into that. This is going to be a lot of fun. I do like the way he looks. You know, he looks like he's got his standard articulation. Again, the army building on this version of Star Wars is very, very strong. I can't wait to get this guy into our collections. He's looking pretty badass. Very similar to the way, you know, other clones have looked in the past, but seriously, you can't have too many clone troopers. This is so awesome. Comes in a wonderful package. Now, very interesting to note, Hasbro is talking about, you know, getting rid of all their plastic packaging, but, you know, for this latest set of reveals for the Black Series, it seems like they are not, you know, backing down on that one. So I guess it remains to be seen whether or not we will continue with the plastic packaging. And I might do an entire episode on you know, that debate, as it seems that a lot of people would like to know my opinion on it. So, yeah, very, very interesting. But he does look awesome here. Love the side art. No indications, as far as I can tell, for another character, although there is something peeking out there in the corner. Let's take another quick look at that. Yeah, if we come here, there is another piece right here. What do you guys think? Is that another clone trooper? Perhaps. It looks like it. Looks like the exact same gun as this one, so perhaps that is a deluxe version of another clone trooper on the way. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. This is going to be great. So, the next figure in the series was Figrin Dan for the Black Series. Now, this is kind of interesting. I mean, I really do love the original trilogy. Obviously, it's one of my favorite movies of all time for A New Hope. And, you know, Figrin Dan, although he wasn't the most prominent character in the series, obviously he was just a side character, one of the band members, he did feature prominently in that scene, and yeah, a lot of people seem to have an affinity towards, you know, these aliens. So, yeah, here he is. We've already seen the Vintage Collection version of this character, so seeing him here, the Black Series version really does get a lot more of those details out for sure. Love the hands, love the head sculpt, and of course he comes with that long, what is that, an oboe? It really does look like an oboe to me. It comes with several different instruments from what I remember. This thing that looks kind of like an oboe. This thing that kind of probably resembles a flute of some sort. Actually, if I really had to say so, it kind of reminds me of a kazoo. I'm being a little mean there, but it's true. And here we have, yeah, another. Actually, you know what? I think this is an oboe, and I really don't know what the heck this thing is. Some sort of saxophone-ish type thing. Crazy. Yeah, these things, these instruments really do the character justice, because, you know, other than the instruments themselves, Figrin Dan can be 5 or 6 or 7 different, band members. So, yeah, you can buy about 3 of these guys and make an entire band out of this set. So that's awesome. Love the boots, love the whole attire. Looks like he jumped straight out of the movie screen. It's amazing. Here he is with, of course, his other band members in the back on the illustration. Again, the package design, what's going on? I mean, seriously. Hasbro keeps talking about getting rid of plastic by the end of 2022, but these latest reveals, which in some cases will be released in 2023, yeah, it's kind of confusing what their overall marketing strategy is. And here's the other thing, though. It appears like with premium lines like Star Wars, they're willing to bend the rules just a little bit. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go forward with this. He does come with, of course, 3 different instruments and the figure itself. Star Wars: A New Hope, Figrin Dan. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, there is a sleeve poking out here now. It's a white sleeve. Could that possibly be, I don't know, Obiwan Kenobi? Maybe, another Jedi who we haven't seen before? Interesting. And alongside Figrin Dan, we do have Nalan Cheel. Yes, obviously they're part of the band, the Modal Nodes. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. So this is the deluxe figure of the band members. And Nalan Cheel here comes with several different instruments which are not wind instruments, if we're going to call them that. Yeah, he comes here with I don't know if this is a drum set or some sort of other sonic instrument, but it does look cool. It's got this I guess what looks like a symbol kind of at the top, and to me it looks like an engine block. I really don't know what else to call that. This instrument, whatever it is, has pedals at the bottom, which really indicates to me that it's some sort of engine. So yeah, that's actually really, really kind of neat. He also comes with another, looks like almost like a bagpipe kind of instrument. That's kind of neat. It's got some pedals here. It's got what looks like to be an air compressor. It's just fascinating. Just these wonderful little instruments that come out of absolutely nowhere. The production designers must have had a really fun time building those in the original series, in the original trilogy, way back when. Yeah, that's the big thing about this particular deluxe figure. He comes with so many interesting new instruments. You can't even call them weapons; they're just accessories. And here we are with, I guess, what they would call a drum set. Yeah, kind of neat. It's got a ring at the top. Again, it looks more like an engine piece than anything else to me. But heck, I don't know what the future brings. These guys obviously have some unique sound that makes them unique in the galaxy. So yeah. Awesome to see this figure with all these new accessories being added in. Nalan Cheel comes with everything you see here. The drum set, I'm going to keep calling them what I think they are. The drum set, the bagpipes, the engine block, which is kind of like, I don't know what it is now. It is kind of hilarious to see what all these weapons are. But honestly, if you have been waiting to get your entire band set for the Modal Nodes, this is your chance. You can get the deluxe version of Nalan Chan, Figrin Dan, and just keep building all of the different band members from there. It really is an opportunity to get these guys. And you'll have a whole bunch of different accessories. A whole bunch of different instruments all over the place. But, if you're interested in building up the Modal Nodes, this is your chance, guys. So the next figure revealed was the Republic Security Drone figure. Yes! This is from The Mandalorian, and he's very different from K2SO. He's got so many different parts. I believe this is a brand new build from the ground up. Awesome to see him here. I love the head. It really does, harken back to the Clone Wars, the Bad Batch, actually, and the Clone Wars versions of the security droid figures. I really am loving the way this is all put together. It's the same security guard that was holding Migs Mayfield, Bill Burr, the comedian, in jail, and pretty much nearly shot him after he wasn't complying with his orders. So yeah, it's awesome to see him. The New Republic insignia here, signifying that this is not the Empire. This is definitely in control of the New Republic. Love the overall sculpt, all those skinny legs, so great. Comes with a standard blaster. He really does look well put together. I love the way he looks. This is going to be a great addition to the overall collection. Honestly, he does not look like he shares any parts from any existing figure. This is a brand new build from the ground up. Loving the way he looks. I love the spine that's peeking out there and a lot of the inner details that are in the mid section. So great. The colors really pop too, actually, to be honest with you. There's a slight gunmetal grays mixed in with some like really, really light blues. And I do love that kind of faint yellow visor. Very, very cool. Comes in a standard, again, window packaging. I have to keep questioning that, mainly because they keep harking on the idea that they're going to be getting rid of plastic packaging by the end of 2022. This is a surprise, honestly, an overall surprise. Love the illustration here. There is a small indication that, if I'm not mistaken, that is a Mandalorian backpack, so jetpack. So yeah, is another Mandalorian figure, or does this actually butt up with one of our existing figures already? I'm not really sure, but yeah, loving the packaging design. New Republic security droid, looking so great. Comes with just that one blaster though. Guys, this is going to be a great addition to the collection. The next figure is very near and dear to our hearts. Princess Leia, Ewok Village version. Wow, look at this one. Love the photo reel on this. It is of course Carrie Fisher. But if I look at it closely, it sort of almost looks as if, if I have to be nitpicky about it, it sort of almost looks as if they put an additional headpiece on top of a head sculpt. I don't know if you guys see that. It sort of looks like that to me. It might just be these particular photographs, but kind of interesting, kind of weird at the same time. She really does look like she came right off of the screen. This is a brand new sculpt from the ground up. Obviously, these have this attire has never been used anywhere else, so this is a brand new figure. Awesome to see this. Her hands are a little bit big, in my opinion, though. That's kind of weird. But yeah, they do have wrist articulation, which is very, very cool. Love the feet. They look really cool. And yeah, the overall attire matches exactly what she was wearing in that scene. This is kind of weird to me. I don't ever remember her ever carrying a blaster. Obviously, she had one with her when she went to the village, so it's not outside of the realm that she would have a blaster. Obviously, this is something that is just added value for the character. A little bit out of character, though, for this attire. But then again, I would rather have less. I would rather have more than less. That's for sure. Comes with an Ewok spear as well, and we can tell that the spear is actually Ewok size. I really love that attention to detail. That is so awesome. Again, never actually saw her wielding this in the scene, but I don't mind it. It's actually kind of cute. Looking at it now again, I think the head sculpt might just be a tad too big. It might just be an illusion because of the hair. I'm not 100% sure, but I do have to say that her feet, compared to her hands, compared to her head, there really is something going on there. I'm not sure exactly how to perceive it, but the overall character as a whole is not bad, honestly. I really am nitpicking at the photos, but this is something which I will be happy to own in my collection as well. Obviously, in honor of Carrie Fisher. Looks great in the packaging. We can see here wonderful illustrations of the Ewok village, of Princess Leia in her attire. She's looking absolutely great. The Ewoks know how to stitch, man. That's really fast. They put together a whole outfit for her in God knows how long, like a day? Oh my gosh, just so great. No indications if there's anybody else in this scene with her. There does seem to be something tiny bit peeking out here, but that's hard to tell, man. You'd have to fold over the packaging just to figure out what that is. But yes, Princess Leia, Ewok Village, looking so great. I love the green for the Return of the Jedi. Just so awesome. Love this character. She comes with everything you see here, the blaster, the spear. Looking at her in the packaging, now that I see it again, her head doesn't look nearly as big as I was looking at some of the other pictures. But until we get this in hand, she's still looking pretty good. So looking forward to grabbing this figure. And the next reveal, I am a huge helmet collector. So for me, having a second chance at getting the Darth Vader full-size replica helmet, the cosplay helmet, is an awesome tip of the hat. Of course, may the 4th be with you celebration. Loving this, version. Obviously, I have my own. I picked it up, a number of years ago, but the box was completely mangled. So I'm really glad to be able to have another chance at getting this version. This one is actually an updated version for the new upcoming Obiwan series. So that's going to be excellent. If we look carefully, we can see that the glass that's inside the helmet is actually tinted red, which is a wonderful nod to the current iterations of Darth Vader. Oh man, that helmet just really screams, Darth Vader. I love the way it looks. This new sculpt is amazing. According to them, it has a much higher neck, which is a welcome addition because the other one was kind of short. Yeah, this is just looking incredible. I love the details. Yeah, and I do love the way this has all come together. Again, a second chance for those of you who did not, or those of us who did not actually get this the first time around, because it's going for crazy prices now on the secondary market. Bravo, Hasbro, bravo for bringing this back out. Does have sounds, and voices, clips from the series. That signature breathing and some sounds for the what's it called, the compression sound when you remove the helmet. I love it, honestly. I own one of them, and it really is just an added detail that you really wouldn't think that would happen, when you actually take the helmet off. But it really does help give that feeling that that's not just a prop. It actually is a collector's item, which I love. Here we have a look at the interior of the helmet, and honestly, they've added a heck of a lot more details to this version. The top looks completely redone, which I can say with absolute certainty because I have the older version, and the interior looks more or less exactly the same as it did before. I can attest to that. I think that they did add some red striping here, so that's new. And of course, as I said, the glass is actually tinted red as well. I'm not sure if there are any lights included in this version. I don't think so, but it looks almost as if they have a light pattern here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember them saying that in the actual broadcast, so it remains to be seen exactly what that entails. But still, wonderful addition to the series. Incredible. Loving all the details. The neck piece, I believe, is the exact same. I don't think it's changed at all. But seriously, one thing you do have to be aware of is when you're putting this on, your neck is very, very tight. So be very, very careful when putting this on, honestly. Love the way it looks. All the beautiful details on the sides. This version 2.0, as I'm going to call it, I might actually think about picking this one up as well. It looks pretty damn cool, honestly. I'm just a huge fan of helmets, and this one, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I really do love the packaging design on this one. Very different from the original. I love the blue highlights, obviously indicating that it is from the Return of the Jedi. So yeah, this is just gorgeous. Oh my god. I do love the way this one looks. I'm a huge package design nerd, so this to me is absolute joy to look at and collect. If you missed out on Darth Vader's helmet the first time around, do not sleep on this one. Definitely pick it up on your second time go. The final reveal for Fan First Wednesdays was pretty cool for the Black Series. I have to say, in celebration of the new upcoming Obi-Wan television series, we did get Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Holy crap, everybody. This was really cool to see it on the reveal. It has the display version, which is something that they're incorporating right now, which I love. Because if you don't want this gigantic staff, cluttering your area, and it's hard to display the full lightsabers as they are, this is an amazing option to actually have a display case version like this. So many brand new details. I love the sculpting. I love the details. So great. This is incredible. It comes with a wonderful display stand. We can actually see some paint deco here, almost as if it's got burns on the shaft. So wonderful. I really do love the way this thing looks. Holy crap. All that gold inlay, I don't know if that's vac metallized. That would be awesome. They didn't mention that particularly. It does look like it, though. We can see some fingerprints here, which I got to admit is kind of neat that they allowed that to happen in the promotional photos. Also comes with a beautiful stand. Yes, I'm hoping that this comes with every new lightsaber that they bring out. That's gorgeous. Absolutely brilliant, I have to say. I can't wait for this. And of course, what is a lightsaber without its blade? Obviously. Can't wait until people are able to get this version. Striking effects and all that wonderful stuff that everyone's accustomed to for their lightsabers. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Can't wait to get this in our hands. The package design is excellent. Obviously, we see Ewan McGregor there as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Force Effects Elite Series, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my gosh. Guys, the new Fan First Wednesday has been full of surprises and amazing reveals. May the 4th be with you guys. This is amazing. Wow, guys, what an amazing Fan First Wednesday. I can't believe it. May the 4th be with you indeed. The theme of this one seems to be going back to the original trilogy and celebrating what's come before. But we did see some new reveals, including that Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. That was absolutely epic. Guys, what was your favorite reveal of this Black Series for the Fan First Wednesday? May the 4th be with you. Was it anything to do with Return of the Jedi with Princess Leia, the new Obi-Wan television series, or was it that awesome helmet from Darth Vader? A second time to get it. Guys, please leave those comments in the comment section below. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Geek Proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. RyRatCan33, Old IT Guy, Princess Cagali, John Joker, Michael Traverso, Christopher Herndon, Snell World, Thomas Meyer, Budrick Porter, and Joseph Michaels. Thank you for all your support, everybody. It really means a lot to me, and really does help the channel to keep going.